was that, Hunter?
I don't know, what is that sound?
Oh, someone's attacking Margaret!
Oh my God!
Save her!
Oh my God!
Hurry, Hunter!
Oh my God!
Margaret, we're coming!
Margaret, what the hell? I could have swore I heard something. What is, what's all this sticky stuff on the floor? Oh my God.
It's chum.
Yeah, what the f is chum? Oh, Margaret, it's leading to the door. Did you let somebody inside? Oh my God, I'm telling Grandma.
Oh, no, don't tell her, please.
Hello?
Honey, come back here. Don't go down there, please.
Hello? I know someone's down here. Oh, I really shouldn't be down here. I know someone's here. God damn it. God damn it, I'm not supposed to be down here. Hello? It's so dirty in here, God. Who is that? Grandpa? Grandpa, is that you?
There's no one in here. Don't look behind here. You're warned. You're warned. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
What am I doing? I live here. What are you doing here?
Your grandpa bought me
Whoa, from like a dark carnival or something?
from Toys R Us.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. He liked that place. Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you f my oven upstairs?
No,
Okay.
I conjure love and I make chum.
So what, are you like a fortune-telling machine or what? I mean, what the hell is this? What's this whole gimmick? I don't get it.
I am Dale, the Magnificent. I see past, present,
And future?
and future.
Well, will you show me my past, present, or future, Dale?
It will cost you everything.
Oh my God. Well, what do I have to do?
You must pay 1/4.
That was extremely lackluster. 1/4? Did you go, fine, I have a fucking quarter right here.
Let me gaze into my bowl. Don't look, don't look.
Sorry.
For my eyes only.
Okay, no good. What? Ew, what the fuck?
Oh,
Do you see anything or?
give me a second.
All right. I got shit
Oh,
to do today,
it's
man.
bad. It's all bad.
The future? My future's gonna be bad? You don't know what the fuck you're doing, do you?
You cannot rush these things.
I'm not rushing it. You're taking forever. You haven't said anything. What did you see? What's bad?
1 second. Oh, nope. It's gone.
What's gone?
Your future.
My future's gone. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. This is a scam. Can I at least get my quarter back?
I am saving up for a new car.
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out.
Wait, take me with you,
Stop,
please.
Dale.
Please.
You're a con artist!
I want to make chum. Will it be in my future? Let's see.
Oh, welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because we are, life is tough. The future is bleak. And sometimes you want to know that future, right? Because we all know that life can be tough sometimes. It's easy to let the world get you down. And often when people are desperate need of hope, they're willing to do almost anything to get it. Get hope. In a situation like these, people turn to psychics and fortune tellers. All throughout history, people have enlisted the help of these supposed clairvoyants in order to gain insights into their lives, right? And maybe they want to know if they'll find love. Perhaps they want to speak to a loved one that passed away. Or maybe they just want to become a goddamn billionaire. Essentially, these fortune tellers make a living off giving people that hope. Many chastise people in this field for taking advantage of desperate people falling on hard times, or claiming it's all theatrical performances which provide no real benefits. Others swear by it, claiming their readings are shockingly accurate. So today, thanks to Dale, we're gonna talk about the wild world of psychics and fortune tellers. But as always, as first, what exactly are psychics and fortune tellers?
I don't know. What are they?
I don't know. What could they possibly fucking be? While there are clear differences between fortune tellers and psychics, they share the same goals, providing clarity and guidance to those struggling through times of uncertainty. Fortune tellers predict what is going to happen in your near or long-term future through the use of astrology and various tools and rituals. For example, maybe scrying with a crystal ball. That's what Dale does. This is my orb. I'm looking into my orb. When you gaze into a crystal ball, calming the mind until you enter a trance-like state, to the point of perceiving images and scenes within the ball that can be interpreted by the fortune teller. Like if I had a ball here. Let's see, I'm gonna give everyone who's watching this video, I'm gonna show you what I see inside my ball for your future. Uh-oh. Or you can move on to palm reading, which is using lines and curves on your hand of your palm of your hand to determine your future. I don't know how they do that. That's all the information I have. I'm not sure. They just read it along and they feel the grooves and here, I'm gonna show, what does my palm say? Or you can do tea leaf readings. Pretty sure that was in Harry Potter. When a fortune teller uses the patterns of tea leaves at the bottom of a cup, matching the shapes to celestial symbols in order to tell your future, right? But the most popular of all of these by far has to be the tarot cards or cartomancy. I've never heard that before, just tarot cards. Never heard anyone in my life say cartomancy. I'm not going to start saying it now.
I kind of like that. Cartomancer.
Tarot cards, which is a deck of 78 cards that are used for guidance, self-reflection, and exploring potential paths in life, and looking into the past, present, and dare I say future. Psychics, on the other hand, don't always use tools during their readings. Often, they claim to use innate abilities to understand and read someone's past, present, or future. A lot of past, present, or future, okay? Abilities like being able to use their extrasensory perceptions, a sort of sixth sense, if you will, that allows them to receive information not detectable by normal human senses. They're like dogs. They're like dogs and cats. Blow that whistle. You can't hear it, but the dog can.
Can they smell your cancer, these psychics?
Yeah, my psychic smelled me and they crawled up in my lap and was like, I want to get a dog that can sense a heart attack, dude.
That's what I think my dogs, like, they smell my breath.
You literally said that you had like a 7-Up the other day and you were like, yeah, I woke up and Teddy was looking at me all strange. Pawing at your chest.
I literally I opened my eyes and I just saw his head like this right in
Really close. So what do I do? All right, I'll go to the hospital. Is that all you're supposed to do? Okay, I'll go. Or would I be like, ah, and I just die anyways? And he's just like, but he knows. I don't know. Both of these practices are believed by skeptics to be completely made up. Bombshell. Because they say people use body language and mentalism techniques like cold readings to convince you they possess the abilities to basically read your fucking future or thoughts, whatever. A lot of word association stuff too. Your dad? You have a dead dad? No, it is. I think I meant your mom. You have a dead mom? No, I didn't. Neighbor. Your neighbor. Yeah, my neighbor died. See, your neighbor's trying to talk to you. That kind of stuff.
Is it spelled M-A?
Yeah.
R?
Yeah.
Like Mary?
Yeah.
Is that your mom?
As my daughter.
Or it's your daughter.
Who was the guy that was on TV? He did that. He was like really popular. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, South Park did an episode, right?
You're a douche.
I'm not a douche. What if I really believe dead people talk to me?
Then you're a stupid douche.
Wait! Today's video is sponsored by Fume, the leaders in flavored air. Everyone has habits they need to break. But breaking them can be hard. So why don't you let Fume help? Fume is not a vape, it's just flavored air, which means you can use Fume anywhere thanks to no vapor, no nicotine, and no toxic chemicals. And on top of that, Fume is an award-winning device that puts you on the path towards being free from bad habits. And now, Fume just launched the flavor of the summer, mango! It's bright, tropical, and full of bold, juicy flavors. Perfect for fueling your day and staying on track with your better habits. Definitely one to try if you're looking to mix things up. Fume is also there when you're feeling anxious. Find your calm and center yourself with the satisfying clicks and snaps of the device wherever and whenever you need to. Over 500,000 people have already made the switch to Fume as part of their habit change journey. If you're ready to try it for yourself, now's the time. For a limited time, if you order the Journey Pack using my code BABAMATE, you'll get a free Fume topper and an awesome accessory to help you level up your experience. Click the link tryfume.com/papameat or scan the QR code on screen to get yours today. Thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video, and back to the video.
Cold readings allow people to learn personal details about someone they've never met by using specific techniques. For example, reading body language and facial expressions to quickly understand their emotional state. This is often paired with broad statements and making safe, high probability guesses in order to convince you that they know what they're fucking talking about. Okay? Neither of these practices are new. Their prevalence can be traced back as early as 4000 BCE. So let's get into some examples throughout history. Because in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, priests and priestesses would analyze and interpret dreams as if they were messages sent directly from the gods. They also read stars in order to offer guidance, which even pharaohs would utilize from time to time. Maybe not. What's the most famous one?
Tutankhamun.
Yeah. Oh, my boy Tutankhamun. He died when he was like 15.
Who was the guy Moses tricked into letting his people go?
Let my people go.
Ramsey.
Ramses, let my people go. One of the most ancient forms of divination, which refers to the seeking of unknown or future knowledge through supernatural practices. It's also a 3-drop mana card, and Magic the Gathering lets you draw 3 cards, is osteomancy. Osteomancy. And osteomancy has been used across many cultures. It involves marking bones like dice and throwing them down in order to interpret the shapes they make. Pretty sure it's voodoo. Let me read ya, brother. And they read it, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a scene in Predator 2 does that. Let me see what the bones say. He throws it down, it's just like a dash in a circle. He's like, brother, this is a bad reading.
Was that in the Predator? Was he seeing the Predator?
Yeah,
coming?
he's like fucking, he's reading some guy saying, he's like, you're going to die. And the Predator comes down, he's like, get away from me, demon. I don't know, play the scene for like a half second. And in ancient Greece, a sanctuary known as the Delphi was dedicated to the Greek god Apollo and home to the priestess Pythia. She was known for her prophecies, of which she spoke under supposed divine possession of Apollo himself. Also, pretty sure we saw that in 300 when the chick is like floating around and all the guys, remember, they're like licking their lips. You want to touch her? What is she saying? And she's like,
I thought they made that up.
no, dude, that was real. That movie's 100% real. And in ancient Rome, soothsayers would use the entrails of sacrificed animals in order to discern the will of the gods. This ritual would be done before important battles, using signs discovered in the entrails to confirm if the gods approved or disapproved of them doing so. Should I fight? A big thing of fucking guts and everything. I think that's a yes. Look at it's like a bird. It's a bird. Tweet, tweet. Yep, let's go kill some people. During the Renaissance, there was even a heightened interest in communicating the dead using mediums, which is still kind of relevant to what we do now. Who's your dad? What was it, Long Island Psychic? That crazy bitch with the huge hair? Did your dog die? Oh, my daughter did. Okay, kind of the same, right? That kind of shit.
Yeah, you saw your daughter as a dog.
Exactly. Remember you saw you looked at her like a dog, you fed her in a bowl? Never happened. Okay, think you did. But starting in the 20th century, the internet and telephone gave way to massive boom in spiritual and psychic practices. Clairvoyants began opening up hotlines and starting television shows to spread their influence all over the world. But nowadays, anyone claiming to be a psychic can have a following and make a living doing remote readings. The digital age has created a large influx of supposed clairvoyants, as well as criticism by skeptics who think it's all a hoax. Nick, what do you think? Do you believe in it?
Yes, I believe everything I see on TV.
Do you actually?
No.
You never sat down with somebody and she's like, give me your hand.
I did in New Orleans.
It smells bad out here.
Sorry, I farted.
And you believe what she
was
said?
mean to me. I asked her, I was like, how do you know this? She's like, all right, whatever. That's what the cards say. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. She got super defensive over it. She wasn't going card by card. She was just saying stuff.
Because you're snooty, dude. You probably pissed her off. But she was great to me. That was great. And I was like, oh, cool.
You could sense I wasn't a believer. I was poking holes.
Were you? Were you doing like a little, what is this even all? What does all this junk mean?
I was just like, can you explain like each card, what they mean?
What does she have all day?
And then what happened after she did that, she's like, all right, we got 20 minutes left. We're done. I was like, can I ask you more questions? She's like, sure, if you want. You can leave too. I was like, oh my God.
You pissed her off, dude. I don't know. Be easy. She probably fucked with your future. You don't know.
She said I was going to find love, but then she took it back. I said, you know
No,
what?
she went, never mind. Start stuffing them. No, we're done. No more Japanese girls for you. Hey, konnichiwa, arigato. But it's easy to see how someone can pretend to possess psychic or fortune-telling abilities. If you're charming and believable enough, it is fairly easy to dupe an unsuspecting person desperate for good news. And while many people have positive experiences with people in this profession, there are countless stories showcasing how things can go terribly wrong. So let's start with the psychic that drained a woman's life savings. Always goes here, doesn't it? It either goes to like rape, murder, or we took your entire all your money. I'd love to have one where it's just like girl talks to dad's ghost and it's totally real and epic. Where's that news story, dude? Yeah, dude, if you're just like, if you had to talk to your dead dad was like, sweetheart, seriously, I know that life's terrible. You're a dental hygienist and your husband beats you around, but guess what? There's a big man upstairs and he has a better plan for you. Really, Dad? Yeah. That's the ghost dad. Yeah.
Did this come up in your dentist appointment today?
I really did kind of go specific with the dental thing. A 65-year-old woman named Francine Evers revealed that she lost over $70,000 to a psychic named Adam Marks in only 6 months. A little more than $10,000 a month. Well, if you gotta keep reading, then keep reading, Adam. He's like, good. They met each other in 2009, starting with $10 psychic readings, simply because she thought it would be a fun experience. By the end of the session, she was upsold on an $825 in-depth reading after being told she had, quote, serious problems with her aura, especially on the right side. It's like some Scientology shit. Oh, your readings are bad. It's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna have to charge more, $1,000. I'll be like, I came in for a $10 reading, and now I'm gonna spend almost $1,000 in here. Hello? Seeing that she took the bait, Marks decided to up the ante by calling her up. According to Francine, quote, in a panic, he had also foreseen that due to this, something terrible was about to happen to me, which he was trying to ward off. Which then Adam requested basically $10,000 in $100 bills. Okay? Claiming it would give him the power to send away the potential threats heading her way. This repeated over and over again until Marks had slowly robbed her of $73,400, as well as a personal family heirlooms. Her trust was taken advantage of, and now she lives with the immense regret of being so stupid as to take him so seriously. Which later Adam Marks was charged with theft and crimes against an at-risk adult and intimidating a witness. And at one point, he tried to get out of the troubles by claiming he was going to return all he took and only needed the money momentarily to give him the power to keep her safe. I was going to give it back. Demons hate sick, sweet cash, which is kind of true.
That's true.
You never fucking see a rich person get fucked with.
Protects them.
Only trailer trash. Only poor people. Just gotta give them cash. Give it right back. As you can see, clairvoyants can very easily use their supposed powers for evil, much like the door-to-door fortune-telling burglars, like the Home Alone guys. With the Wet Bandits or whatever. Kind of sounds like that. Which in 2024, last year, a 52-year-old woman named Carol Mitchell visited the home of Judith Ramirez to ask where she could buy some Mexican food in the area. That doesn't sound like an old woman talking to a nearby Mexican neighbor. I don't know what else does. But not only that, but she also asked to come inside to get a drink of water. When she was inside the house, she immediately offered her a psychic reading. Judith declined the offer, but Carol started reading her forehead anyways.
Forehead?
Yeah, she stuck her head in like a forehead. Let me give you a reading. Judith stepped out momentarily to help her child, so the psychic started giving her 50-year-old mother a reading instead. And out of nowhere, she flashes a firearm. She has a piece, all right? Carol has a piece. According to Judith, quote, she told her that if she doesn't give her the money, she was going to hurt us, my baby and I. She said she was Mexican. She robbed the family, and future investigations showed that this was far from the first time she had done such a thing. Supposedly, she had a habit of driving around Hispanic communities and using her psychic services to enter people's homes and commit robberies. And in one case, she stole $12,000 from a single victim. Why even have the psychic angle?
That's what I was gonna say.
Literally, she was able to get into the house by being like, I want to know where Mexican food is at. And she was like, come on in, arriba.
Maybe I'm guessing it's like to drop their thing because like, let me read your hands. They close their eyes and they pull out the gun.
They close their eyes. Now open them. Surprise, cocksucker. Actually, this is the old woman.
Surprise, bitch. Give me the dough.
But Carol was eventually caught and arrested on charges of robbery with a firearm, kidnapping while in possession of a firearm, and 3 out-of-county warrants.
Justice is served.
Justice is served. Many people have gone to psychic readings and taken their word as gospel. This can result in irreparable damage done to people's lives, particularly violent reactions, like the fortune teller who was attacked because she gave out some love advice to a person who didn't want to get that kind of love advice. In Germany, a fortune teller named Zagorka Zagorka Jovanovic had become incredibly popular by her readings. She advertised herself online as Esmeralda Ausbirk, claiming that she can use her powers to contact the spiritual world in order to solve relationship issues. She's basically a therapist who's just like, also I'm magical. I'm reaching into the beyond and being like, here, this is the secret you needed. A German woman had walked out on a previous partner and later starting a relationship with a man named Kolkik. Because she was a superstitious person, this man encouraged her to see Esmeralda for a reading. She soon regretted that decision because the fortune teller insisted that she needed to go back to her previous lover in order to have a happy life.
Do you think the previous lover went to the fortune teller?
Yeah. I give you uns 5. What are German dollars? Pounds?
Marks.
I give you 5 marks to tell that woman to come back. What if you had a gun? What if it was like the fucking last person? She had a gun. He's behind her chair, like shaking her. You should go back to the old guy. For real, it's happy life. And he has like a shotgun right behind her.
She's doing a tarot card reading and says help.
Yeah, exactly. Which the woman who went in there immediately took her advice and broke up with Kolkik. That guy's like, what the fuck? What did she say? Which that enraged him. He decided to set up a session with Esmeralda only to repeatedly stab her as soon as she opened the door. Exactly. Come on in. As soon as she opens the door, the man fled the scene as the fortune teller lay dead in a pool of her own blood. She was rushed to the hospital and placed in intensive care. Police began searching for Kolkik to no avail, convinced that he had fled to Turkey to escape jail time. He didn't even get caught. He stabbed... He probably, you know what? He was probably so fucking pissed too because he was just like, she's kind of superstitious. I'll go ahead and, hey, go ahead. And yeah, she's like, she told me to fucking leave your ass.
What?
Often people who are gullible or desperate can easily be taken for a ride by a malicious psychic. And sometimes people can lose absurd amounts of money from these endeavors. Like the psychic that took $1 million to stop evil spirits.
It's the money.
It's the money thing, I'm telling you. We need cash. We need total cash. Which J.C. Wasso, a self-proclaimed psychic, successfully stole $1 million from Richard Rappaport through a young woman named Lynn Helene Halon. Hopefully you can follow all these fucking names because I'm getting lost. Halfin visited the psychic, and according to her, quote, she said she feels a very bad energy from me, and this bad energy is a curse that comes from generations and generations. Wasso continued to frighten her, saying,
your mother is going to die. You're going to lose everything. You're going to be sent away. You're going into darkness. Darkness is going to possess you.
Huh? Halvin would need to pay lots of money for the psychic to rid her of the evil spirits. Money that she did not have. Because of this, Wasso slowly began coaching the 29-year-old woman on how to marry a rich, elderly man named Richard Rappaport for the purpose of taking his money. You're going to want to marry this man and take his money and then you'll leave him. God does not care about this. This is fine.
That's insane. She coached this
coach
woman.
All right, I'll learn. It's like some serious like Emperor Palpatine shit, isn't it? Yeah.
Annie,
it pretty much reads like that.
you've only heard what the Jedi told you about this Eve.
Kind of reads like that. Wasso would tell her to give it her all and pretend that he was her soulmate. And it worked. And soon they were married. Very quickly, some old guy's like, really? I love you. Halfin began to get cold feet when it came to manipulating Rappaport for his money, with Wiseau continuing guilt-tripping her into asking for the large sum of money. Rappaport was under the impression that the money would be used to purchase property and help her family back home. In reality, it was going all to the psychic. Rappaport was made aware of the potential fraud by the police, where he realized he had been taken for a ride. Halfin was caught and deported, but Wiseau's punishment was far worse. She was given a 9.5-year prison sentence, 15 years of probation following the release, and the condition that she could never work as a psychic ever again. Ever. And this isn't the first time that a psychic took advantage of an innocent person for a large sum of money. There's also the family that lost $3 million over a fake family curse. God damn, dude. Samantha Stevens was a psychic and fortune teller living in Miami. She spent years taking advantage of a woman by convincing her that there was a curse placed upon their family that meant to do them harm. She stated that lifting the curse required multiple, quote, money cleansing rituals. We need to become some psychics, dude. Don't we? Well, I would help you, but I need money for the money cleansing money cleansing ritual. Is that a good like fortune teller accent?
I like it. Yeah.
Sit on my knee. That's how to differentiate myself. I can only read your future when you sit on my knee.
Like Santa?
Yeah. I also grant wishes. Dale definitely has done plenty of money rituals for sure. But she started lifting the curse required money cleansing rituals that would need to be performed on large sums of money. She did as she was told, giving her copious amounts of cash that would then be used to buy big luxury items and gamble at the casino. This went on for several years without the victim realizing that something was fishy. By the end, she had lost $3 million as soon as she was no longer able to pay for the cleansing rituals. Stevens cut off all contact. This is when the victim contacted the authorities, who soon arrested her, as well as a man named Michael Guzman, who acted as an accomplice. They both pled guilty to money laundering. Not only would they be in jail for several years, but they would be forced to pay $3 million in restitutions to the victim. So at least she got her money back. If they even have it.
I was gonna say, it sounds like she gambled it all away at her
yeah.
I was gonna say gypsy casino.
Are there gypsy casinos?
I don't. No.
$3 million is huge, but this isn't even the most money that a psychic has scammed out of someone. In one instance, a psychic took $3.5 million for fake exorcism. An elderly woman from Massachusetts had been receiving various spiritual cleansings as well as exorcisms from Sally Ann Johnson, a 41-year-old psychic from South Florida. How many exorcisms does one need? I thought once you have it done, they're gone. He crawled back in.
I was gonna say, your door's open. That's the thing.
Oh, well, he went back in and locked the door. We got it. Come on. Give me the money. This all occurred over the course of 7 years when a woman was convinced that she needed to rid the demons and evil spirits inside of her. The psychic made one fatal mistake. It was hiding her earnings from the IRS. She used the alias and used different bank accounts to other people's names to avoid the law. But eventually, she was sentenced to over 2.5 years in prison, and she was forced to repay the woman as well as an additional $725,000 to the IRS. And it goes without saying that these fucking psychics are evil people, right? But there's nothing compared to the next one. Let's talk about the most evil and twisted psychic to ever exist on planet Earth, Louise Lindloff. Louise Lindloff is a woman responsible for the deaths of many, many people, using her profession as a fortune teller to enact horrible crimes. And in 1905, Lindloff's husband had died of an apparent heart stroke.
Heat stroke.
Of an apparent heat stroke. She just so happened to carry a life insurance policy claiming $2,000 after his death. This became a pattern in her life. By 1912, she had lost 2 husbands and 3 of her children to various ailments and diseases. And each time, she happened to collect more money, totaling around $10,650. She was even killing her kids at this point. People became suspicious, and further investigation revealed that their deaths were actually due to slow poisonings. Lindloff was arrested. She claimed that she could see the future. Using a cheap crystal ball she brought along with her to predict that she would soon be exonerated for her crimes.
That's the best. I don't need a lawyer.
I don't need a lawyer. I just need Father Time. Murder charges began to stack up, and as the investigation continued, with the police officers finding various types of poisons in her home. Her motives for enacting such heinous crimes began to evolve, as police began to learn more about who Lindloff even was. She was a psychic that would hold weekly seances, which took place through the 7 years that she was enacting the killings. And it appeared that she was predicting the deaths of various people, then poisoned them to fit those predictions in an attempt to bolster her reputation as a psychic. Poison the people, kill them, and then she's like, What'd I tell you?
She'd probably do it like if it's a big room. She'd be like, "You will die."
Back there. Yeah, and don't be sure to drink that big cup of green stuff by the door. That kind of thing. Those that attended the seances would sometimes find Lindelof predicting their own deaths. And after eating her meals, they would become ill. And now convinced that she was poisoning them as well as to prove her predictions. These potential victims became the state witnesses, strengthening the case against her. And on top of this, evidence would surface proving that Lindelof would experiment with poisons back when she was a nurse in 1907. First, she poisoned a dog. Next, a 5-month-old baby.
Brutal.
Lindelof also owned a saloon where many people would report feeling incredibly ill after consuming beer she had served. And in the end, she was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 25 years in penitentiary. In the courtroom, she laughed hysterically upon hearing the verdict, collapsing to the floor. I'll tell you what, that crazy bitch just liked to poison people, huh? It's hard not to read into things like psychic and fortune tellers when you're really in need of some help or some good fucking news. But always remember that even people who claim to have supernatural powers are also people running a business that have rent to pay. If you want to go to a reading or maybe just look in a crystal ball, go for it. Just treat it like a fun little adventure and don't invest too much into the reading. And until next time, everyone, stay safe. My crystal ball tells me something bad may happen very soon. Actually, don't put that. I don't
My
like that
crystal
juju.
ball says if you don't sign up for Patreon, you will die.